Dr. Manish Kulkarni, I would request you to please share with everyone what is the correct posture of sitting, sir, because even when I am sitting like this. So how should I sit? How should our people and children sit so that we are, always healthy, not only physically but also in cognitive way?
For the onset, I would like to say let's try to keep it as much as interactive as possible. So not only you people understand few things, but I also get the opportunity to learn something from you all. We are trying to touch a simple topic which can prevent a major problem not only in children but in adults also. We all face this issue. We all are in a problem, in the same boat. I agree what Survi ma'am just now said, that I am also sitting with a hunch, but sometimes we realize that we are also doing the same thing. So today we are going to understand these simple basic techniques which we need to do. We need to be aware of them, and I'll be very happy to share a few of the PPTs afterwards which can be shared with you, which I would request you to take out a printout and put it on your table, put it on your cupboard, see that you're able to follow these things and see that you don't have to visit me or any orthopedic surgeon for these common elements which are preventive. Because we always say prevention is better than cure. Okay, so let's try today to understand few things. And if Surbi ma'am and Rama ma'am, you're okay, I will start a small presentation, but we will not go as a lecture format. Let's try to take some questions in between. Let's talk on these things and let's try to understand better. And I would request the participants also, if they want, they can raise their hand so we can talk to them. So today's topic, what we basically have thought is to talk about something very simple but very important. Healthy spine, healthy mind, and building better posture. This helps us not only in our physical well-being but in mental well-being also. And if our physical well-being is better, we are able to perform a lot of things better and our physical elements reduce down practically. If you see our body structure, our hands, our legs, our brain, everything is connected together by the spine. And if we are able to handle the spine properly, if we are able to give the spine the relaxed posture that it deserves, 90% of our elements get out of it. Okay, 90% of our problems don't arise. So many times what happens, we visit only doctors when we have a problem. I have a backache, so I'm going to go to a doctor. I have a cough, cold, fever, I'm going to go to the doctor. So I'm very happy for today's team that we are talking on a topic which will see that we don't have to visit doctors if we are doing these basic things. And with this growing age of digitalization, not only adults but children are also facing a problem that they are not able to maintain their postures properly. And alarmingly, we are seeing a lot of children who are coming with backaches at younger age, which it's not a happy scenario. So let's start with basic things, is to understand what is the correct posture of sitting. Okay, see, majority of the times, let's consider at least 6 to 8 hours in the day, we are sitting. We are sitting at our house, we are sitting in our cars, we are sitting on the two-wheeler, we are sitting in the office, we are sitting somewhere. So if our posture is subconsciously also correct in this position, half of our problems completely get solved with this. Okay, and why is it more important to start with children? Because if we are able to give them a good sitting posture right now, they are not going to land up in a problem when they are adults, and definitely not when they are senior citizens also. So let's try to install something better for them right now also. See, what happens is children, we are all aware that their bones are not very developed. So they are malleable. So what happens is, if their postures are not corrected properly right now, the way the child is sitting there, he is going to develop problems. Okay, kyphosis, scoliosis, these are major issues which very few people have to do it. But if you have to deal with them, it causes a lot of problem. And believe us that many of these things are sorted out if your posture is good. Okay, so this is the commonest posture that we take. Okay, whenever we take, we are sitting on the laptop, we are sitting on the desktop, or we are sitting in school, we are sitting in the office. This is the way we sit. If our posture is not a comfortable posture, okay, we are going to all end up with problems. We are going to see how the correct posture is, but I think so majority of you can correlate to the picture which is there, the way that guy is sitting. We all sit that way. You can actually check yourself right now also, maybe some of you are sitting the same way. Okay, laptops are increasing, iPads are increasing, digitalization is increasing. So what is happening is children are going to have this problem because screen time is increasing. That is the again an important thing what we do. So sitting posture, if we see in school also, we are hunching on our table. So if we sit in a proper way, let's start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the basic things which are necessary for us. Okay, so this is the first thing which we are going to deal with, is how do we sit properly. Okay, so if we have to sit properly, our desk on which we are writing or reading should be slightly inclined so that the distance is not huge or it's not too close also. Our back needs to be straight. It has to have some support. Okay, there is a normal curvature to our spine, if everybody knows. And if we are able to have a proper chair where there is a small curve, if you see this boy who is sitting has a small curve, many times in school we may not be able to give it, but at home we can definitely give them a chair which can have a backrest and there is a support to it. And the most important thing, basically we see in children or in people who are not very heighted, is their feet are not touching the ground. So what happens is their legs are not well supported. So if their legs are not supported well, they land up with ankle problems, they land up with circulation problems, and these problems increase and give us backaches also. Okay, there's a simple rule of 90-90-90 which we try to follow. Okay, so this is a very important slide if you're able to do it. See, 90 degrees at the spine and hip, 90 degrees at the knee, and 90 degrees at our ankle. If we are able to maintain our posture at 90-90-90 degrees properly, we will definitely sit straight. And when we are doing this, the important thing that we should not neglect is our neck position also. So we should not be hunching forward or putting our neck ahead and again disturbing that posture. So this is very important to have a 90-90-90 posture. If we have a right posture, we require to have our hands also properly. Okay, one of the most important thing of the chair that we doctors have realized that we neglect is we don't use our armrest. So what we actually say, if 90-90-90 degree is there in the back and the lower body, for the upper body, make a 90 degree at the elbow. See, your elbow is resting on the armrest. Your wrist is resting on the table. Okay, many times we have seen people are using laptops sitting on the bed. Okay, so the laptop is actually on the lap and they are sitting with their hands hanging for the last 8 hours. And they start developing shoulder issues, they start developing tennis elbows, they start developing wrist pains. And half of these pains come because you're not supporting it rightly. So actually laptops should not be used on the lap, but should be put on a table where you can push it slightly forward. See that your wrist is getting a support on the table, your elbow is resting on the chair, and you're sitting comfortably. So as important is your lower body, the same way your upper body is also important. Sorry. Can we open up for a few questions before we proceed ahead for other postures?
I guess yes.
Rama ma'am?
Yeah, I guess yes, we should.
Yeah, definitely.
Because let's talk and go ahead. Let's be a learning thing for me also.
Yeah, it's really very important to remember this 90-90-90, right? And that is going to be really very effective for all of us to remember this formula of sitting. But I would like to know, when you're saying that the back should be straight, right, while sitting, many a times our chairs don't have that kind of a support. So what else we should do it for the sitting positions?
For the sitting position, Rama ma'am, it is better that we have a curved back. Our lumbar region, that's the lower back, is slightly curved towards the front. So many of the times we have chairs which are slightly curved. But if you have so typical chairs which are straight, we request people to put a small pillow or a towel folded in the lower back, which will give you a support. So when you rest behind, your shoulder touches your chair, but your lumbar region is slightly pushed in the front because of the support in the back. Nowadays, even for cars, because car also we are driving a lot of time, you get a lumbar support in the medical store. So if you are going to drive a lot, if you have a back problem, I would request you to use a back support, a lumbar support, which can be put in your car. So this is a simple thing which you can do and avoid the problem. Where you can't change your chair, take a small pillow and put it in your office.
Okay.
Was I good enough?
Yeah. That is really a very, I mean to say, easy way to do it. Correct? Yeah, easy way to do it. Yeah, and as you rightly said, the lumbar support for while driving, we get in the, I mean to say, the ordinary shops, the lumbar support seats.
Yes, you get them anywhere. You get them in the medical stores nowadays.
Okay. That's something, a new learning for us.
We
Yeah.
can include that. Yes, we can include that. And Nutan Kamble ji is asking Dr. Manish that how to sit while writing.
There are two methods of sitting while writing. In case you're sitting on a table chair in school or something, the same thing like laptop, you have to see that your elbow is resting on the armrest or on the table and your wrist is resting. If you are able to incline your desk a little bit, it will be nice. But in case you are not using a table and chair and you're sitting on the floor or doing something, see that you have a small table, something in front of you where you don't have to bend forward too much. That is one thing which you need to see. Table chair is a preferable position, but in case you are sitting cross-legged and writing, it is preferable you take a small stool or table in front of you and use that to write.
Thank you so much, sir. I request everyone to please put your questions here, or if you want to talk, you can put your video on and then talk before we go for the next.
I'll be very happy to interact and answer a few things.
So up to now, whatever Dr. Manish Kulkarni has shared, if you have any query, any suggestion, anything you want to share about it, please feel free. So Arya Kumharji is writing, in schools the armrest on table is not provided or with less space on the table. So what should we do?
Arya sir, what we would advise there is ask the children to shift their notebooks slightly in the front so they make a space. So what happens, the table where schools are, they are at least 3 feet. So your notebook can be shifted slightly ahead so you are able to at least rest your wrist. I can understand resting your elbow may be difficult, but we can definitely rest our wrist.
I hope that answers Arya ji. Nutan ji is writing again that any exercise suggested for relaxation for students daily. So I would request actually Dr. Manish Kulkarni only to conduct this heartfulness relaxation towards end. And if you have a few more suggestions, sir, you are most welcome.
Sure, ma'am. We will definitely conduct the heartfulness relaxation at the end. And along with that, you can do basic back strengthening exercises also, which will help you. Okay, so back strengthening exercises are easily available even on YouTube. There are animated good videos. Don't go for the advanced ones, which can cause you problem if you are not used to exercises. You can do very basic exercise. Any more questions, Survi ma'am?
No, so one question is by Nidhi ji. She is asking what can be done for heavy schools bag that we need to think about. But most of the schools nowadays are reducing the weight, and you can be more mindful about it. Catherine Johnson ji is writing, what is suggested when the neck is compromised?
When the neck is compromised, sir, basically good neck physiotherapy is an advisable thing. If you are somebody, not a child, if you're an adult, good neck exercises is nice. Second thing, when you're sleeping, it is preferable that you have a firm pillow, not a very soft pillow. And second thing, many times the position of the pillow is an important thing. We should be ideally taking the pillow from our shoulder upwards. Many times we have a habit of taking the pillow for our head. Leave a gap in your neck. So when we turn on the sides, we tend to take our hand, which causes a lot of problem. So sir, keep it in mind to shift the pillow below. You have an enough size of the pillow which will cover your head. Start it from your shoulder blades and go up. That will solve half of your problems.
Catherine, I hope it addresses your problem. Prajakta Awadji is asking, while sitting and working on laptop, my neck is always forward hunched. It happens unconsciously. How to fix that?
Ma'am, basically for that, you have to check the position of your laptop that you're using. In case, as I talked earlier, you're using the laptop on the bed or in a sitting position, putting the laptop on your thighs. What is happening is you are tending to bend forwards, you're lurching ahead, Your neck is going in an uncompromised position. So please shift to a table chair where you can put your laptop in front of you properly. Sit in a comfortable position and you're not able to do it. You're not able to straighten your neck. And still, in case you feel that your neck is getting in a odd position because of that, maybe put one or two books below your laptop, or nowadays you get a small extension also, a table kind of a thing which you can put your laptop, so your laptop comes at your eye level or just slightly below your eye level, and you don't have to bend your neck for that. You can correct it, ma'am.
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Manish. Riddhi ji is asking, while trying to keep this 90-90-90 rule, sometimes we do subconsciously adopt a bad posture. I agree. In rhythm of focus, so that what to do for that?
Ma'am, for that, I tell my patients two simple tricks to do. One, put a reminder on your mobile. Your mobile is always beside you. Check your posture after half an hour, 45 minutes. So you're consciously doing it. Second thing, as I told you earlier, you can put a reminder on your table, desktop, somewhere, written one, which if you're able to look at it, you will automatically correct it. Once your body gets the habit of doing it, usually it takes 4 to 6 weeks to form a good habit. Same thing for a bad habit. But if you're able to correct yourself for the next 4 to 6 weeks, after 6 weeks, you will not require the reminder. You will be automatically sitting in a right posture. So do that. Put a reminder on your mobile.
Kirti ji is asking, kids need to carry heavy school bags. They climb 2-3 floors with that bag. That leads to backache sometimes. What can be done in such situations?
Ma'am, my next slide, just keep patience for 5 minutes. My next slide will explain you those things properly. That's not only for children, for adults also, because they also many times carry laptops, or their bags to the offices are also very heavy. I have a small presentation, a small slide afterwards. So we'll just wait for 5 minutes, ma'am.
So last question, I guess, is from Kanchan ji. What is the correct height of a screen or TV to maintain posture?
Madam, it all depends on your height. It is directly related to your height. It can't be a generalized thing, but it should be an average of the family where you don't have to bend too much or look up. It has to be at your eye level. So that is where the TV should be placed.
So eye level, wherever your eye level is, there you should.
Yes.
Okay,
we are going to sit and see the TV. So a sitting position, it has to be at your eye level. That is what the preferable thing is.
So I think if we have more questions, we can again come back to questions. We can move forward if you feel so. Because right now I think we answered all the questions.
Fine. We will take to an important question which ma'am had asked. What about laptop? About the backpacks? Mm-hmm. So this is a small 10 slides which tell us everything about the backpack. Okay, the first one tells you that the backpack has to be used on both the shoulders. Okay, so we have to have a wide backpack. It can't be the same thing for me or Rama ma'am or to Surbi ma'am. It depends on how your body posture is. So see that your backpack, your children's backpack is such size that they come on the shoulders properly. Okay, see that both the straps are used on both the shoulders. We see many children, even adults, using a backpack on one shoulder, which causes a lot of pain for afterwards. Okay, ideally we should say that the weight should not be more than 15% of your body weight. Okay, so that gives you an ideal position.
So I write it down for everyone.
Okay, when you have to lift the backpack, many times we see, ma'am, when you lift the backpack, it is better if you bend from your knees and pick up the backpack. Okay, many backpacks come with straps in the front which you don't use, a chest strap or a waist strap. Try using it because that takes away the weight from your shoulder, takes away the weight from your back. And the most important thing is the size of the backpack. Your children's height, the backpack should not be above your neck level or below your waist level or the hip level. So it should be maximum in that direction. Otherwise, your children can go back or bend forwards. Second important thing, when you select your backpack, see that your backpack has multiple compartments where you can put your things and distribute the weight. If you have one pouch in one place, it's going to pull your back again. is basically for children in case they have to wait for something, for bus or something to come, see that they are not carrying it on the back, they are able to keep it somewhere. Okay, and the most important thing is keep on cleaning your backpack once in a while so that unnecessary things are not kept there. Okay, so these are the basic things which we tell about the backpack, and believe us, this solves a lot of your problem for backache, for adults also and for children also. Few things I would like to add up for adults is many a times when you are riding a two-wheeler and you have a backpack with you, see that the straps are slightly loose and you're able to rest it. If you don't have a back passenger, you're able to rest it on your seat behind. Okay, so that will take off the load from your shoulders. Just try to do that. Can we open it, this thing also, for a few questions on the backpack? Will we move ahead?
I guess because 2 questions were there. So if you have any question regarding backpack, please write it to us. You can write in the chat box, you can unmute yourself and ask any question related to children's backpack or adults backpack, because adults also carry laptop bag and
Yeah.
So, ma'am, I would like to ask, every time nowadays most of the bags have the shoulder straps, right? But many a times even I see in the school the children carrying the bag in their one hand, okay, not on their shoulder, and then they later on they keep complaining that the hand is paining or aching. So what do you suggest? The shoulder is good to carry the load, or it's fine to carry it in one hand?
100% shoulders.
Sure.
We have to educate our children that please don't carry it in your hand. It's going to give him a lot of pain. Many times they come with pulled elbow or pulled shoulder because the backpacks are heavy. And basically for children, the muscles are not yet developed well to carry so much of load. So they have to see that they wear the backpack on both the shoulders and then come out of the classroom.
So anything that you might have in your mind regarding backpack and how to carry it?
I think so. It's
So
very.
TTG is writing, thank you sir, got answers for my child. So yeah.
So next, come to the correct posture of walking. How do we walk? Not only sitting is important, not only our backpacks are important, but the way we walk is also equally important. Okay. It is very simple. These are the commonest 3 types of walkings that we see. One, we may bend forwards and walk. One, we may bend backwards and walk. But the most ideal thing is an upright position to walk. What do you understand by an upright position to walk? That walking should be in the line of the feet. So if you draw a parallel line from your feet, your back should be in the straight line. Okay, so you don't move forwards or you don't move backwards. And many times we have to see it consciously for adults also and more for children also, that when you get up from the bed and walk, or when you start walking, it should be a heel to toe walk. So we have to touch our heel first, make a flat foot, and then a lift off. So that is the right way of walking. If you are going to put your forefoot first, then flatten your foot and then lift it up again, what is going to happen is your back is going to have a lot of strain. So you have to see that your walking posture is also right. So this is very important thing. Okay, walking posture is also equally important. In the same way, our sleeping posture is also equally important. Many times we come up with the question is, how should the mattress be? Okay, I love a very soft mattress where I sink inside the mattress. But the problem with these mattresses are they don't support your back at all. Or I like to sleep on the floor on a hard surface. That again doesn't keep your spine straight. So that also becomes a problematic thing. The right solution for a mattress is it should be a firm mattress. Not too soft, not too hard, a firm mattress. In case you have a coir at home, and you have a back issue, many times we ask people to put the coir on the top side so you get some firmness. Okay, the second slide that we have today is basically for people who have some back issues, which is very common with office going people nowadays. Okay, so while sleeping, if you are able to do a couple of these things, you should be able to be comfortably placed. One is the type you are taking the pillow. You can see on the side position when the man is sleeping, he is not taking his hand under his neck because his pillow is coming from the shoulder. When he's sleeping straight, we advise a small pillow to be taken below your knee. Or if you have a habit of sleeping on the side, it is preferable to take a pillow between your knees. So that maintains your posture well. Okay, so these are a few things that we try to touch today for sleeping and walking posture. Surbhi ma'am, in case somebody have any questions, let's listen to these two commonest things that we have a problem with.
Sleeping is also, yeah, right.
Because it should not be only the office posture, it should be our posture at home also when we are sleeping, when we are walking, which also determines if you are going to land up with problems or not. One biggest no is sleeping and using a mobile, sleeping and using any electronic device or something.
Right. So Ramaji is asking, Ramapalji is asking, what should be the exact weight for carrying bag for students? What is the maximum weight, I think they want to know.
The maximum weight we say is not more than 15 to 20% of your body weight.
15 to 20% of your body weight.
Percent of the body weight of the children.
Okay, so whomsoever is carrying.
Yeah.
There is a question.
Yeah, it's related.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Now you are audible. In between it went. So Nidhi ji is asking, while lying on the back, how thick or thin should be the pillow?
It should be at least 2 to 2.5 inch pillow, which will be comfortable for you. Not a very thick pillow. Many people have a habit of taking 2 pillows or 3 pillows, try to avoid that. 2.5 inches is the right size to be taken.
Sure. Anshuman ji is asking, how can we eat? I think they want to ask what is the correct posture to eat.
Again, the same.
Correct posture to eat is the same posture that we sit also when we are working. Our knees, our foot should be on the ground, 90 position, and preferably in a sitting position. Don't try to bend too much and eat. So again, that will cause a hunch in your upper back. So you can lift your food and take it to your mouth instead of you taking your mouth towards the food. That is what is the preferable method.
Thank you, Dr. Kulkarni. Now, one question.
Any more questions?
Yeah, there are.
Please explain about frozen shoulder also. Frozen shoulder. Are we audible to you?
I think so now.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible or my internet connection is somewhat unstable right now?
Yeah.
So right now it's good, sir. Right now it's good. In between you went for a few seconds. So Rama Palchi is asking, please explain about frozen shoulder. I think Dr. Manish Kulkarni is in his hospital. Maybe that's why that internet is little fluctuating.
We have 2 questions, ma'am. One is related to the frozen shoulder, and then another one is while using the CPAP machine, right? Yeah. Yes, sir is back. I think so. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So by the time his internet comes back, the good news is that he has allowed us to share his PPT with everyone. So we would be able to do that. So that's because after seeing PPT, I understood why he's saying that put pictures in front of you, because that will a kind of remind us all. And this correct posture is very, very important, because our Brighter Mind sessions also, when we keep doing exercises and we help children and adults to do that, when your spine is straight, your parasympathetic system works on that comes into work, and that is why calming effect, cooling effect, that is basically provided when your back is straight. So spine has many more things which is related to our cognitive wellness as well. So
very important. And what I feel is that sir has shared this PPT with us. So all your platforms, I mean to say all our platforms, including WhatsApp group as well as LinkedIn group, everywhere this can go with sir's name and all those details, because this is very important. When people refer it, they will remember it. So as sir was saying, it should be in front of him, in front of you. So it's better that we will give. Catherine is saying yes. So we'll definitely share this PPT with sir's name on all our platforms.
Yes,
that will be really great.
So I think Dr. Kulkarni is back.
Yeah.
Are we audible, sir?
I think so.
Okay. So by the time
yeah, sir is back. Yeah,
sir is back.
So, any questions? There was a question on frozen shoulder.
Frozen shoulder, yes.
See, frozen shoulder is basically nothing to do with your posture as such, to be very frank enough. Okay, frozen shoulder can be only posture is sleeping activity of frozen shoulder. But for frozen shoulder, it is advisable that you visit your orthopedic surgeon. It can be diabetes related, uric acid related, or disuse also. So frozen shoulder is going to be perfectly fine, basically with exercises more than medications. So if you are able to do hydrotherapy, it will really help. Just walking in a pool or doing exercises in the pool will help a lot for frozen shoulder. Any other questions that I have missed?
Yes, Ramanand?
No, it's a good solution sir has given about the frozen shoulder. So that's very important. Yeah, ma'am. Even Ramapal is asking one question, that how to hold the mobile and watch, sir? Yeah.
See, preferably again the same thing. Your mobile should be at your eye level where you don't have to bend your neck too much. If you are going to lie down on a sofa and use your mobile in a lying position, you are going to strain your back a lot. So it is preferable that your mobile is in front of you where you don't have to strain too much on that. Even your watch, you should be able to see it, but if you are bending too much, if you are going to use a smartwatch, it is preferable your hand should come up. So your neck movement should not cause a lot of strain. A constant position where your neck is going to be bent forwards is going to put a lot of pressure on your neck. So try to get your hand up if you are using a smartwatch. Try to get your mobile up also.
And at the same time, sir, even the distance is very important, right? Between the mobile phone and your, eyesight.
Yes.
Yeah, that is also very important. Yeah.
One more question is there. What about spondylitis? Many a times we complain that the neck region pains a lot.
So spondylitis, to start with, this is the today's talk that we had, that we should not land with spondylitis, because spondylitis, let it be cervical or let it be lumbar spondylitis, you are specifically asking about the next, that is cervical spondylitis. It's basically because of bad posture that you are keeping. So the best thing is starting with good exercises. Change your pillow to a small pillow where you are using the position properly. See that your electronic items, that your gadgets that you are using are in a proper way. Your sleep posture is well maintained. If necessary, you can always take medications along with that. That's basically more of muscle relaxers. Okay. But in spondylitis, if you're landing up with more problems after these things, these things can definitely solve majority of your issues.
So so there are more questions, but before we go to that, I would request to share with you our WhatsApp group of parents and people who want to remain connected, because we will be sharing Sir's slide with his kind permission on this group. You can join this WhatsApp group. We also keep discussing, few other things. That's a WhatsApp group of like-minded people who are interested in their own wellness, well-being, and also their children's. Also, I am sharing with you YouTube subscription link, because this webinar will be will be posted on this YouTube on Monday. You can join again, and also you can share with your near and dear ones, those who could not join this webinar but you are interested in their well-being. You can share with them. I'm also sharing this LinkedIn link so that you can follow it, and then we are going to start few more initiatives on that. So I have shared all these 3 links so that we remain connected, and even if you have some question afterwards, we can take it forward. I would like to share one thing with all of you about Dr. Manish, though it is very personal, but normally doctors are very professional, Ramana. But Dr. Manish Kulkarni is such a good person. I mean, at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock something, I called him because, we had something personal. Even after being so much busy and everything, he not only attended to us, but sent us message on his side also. How is that now? What to do more? So why I'm sharing this over this platform? Because sometimes we feel that doctors are doing something here and there, but it's not. There are very good doctors, and Dr. Manish Kulkarni is associated with us for years, and I have really found we feel him like elder brother more than a doctor. He's so loving, he's so supportive. So if you have any questions later also, I would seek his kind guidance on the same. So you can send that question on our WhatsApp group as well, in case of anything. Sir, spondylitis and vertigo, are they different? There is one more question related to this.
Vertigo is a feeling of giddiness. Okay, there are multiple reasons for vertigo, and one of them is cervical spondylosis. Other reasons can be ear problems or any brain issues if you have, but the commonest thing is, to start with, yes, spondylosis is an issue with that also. Any more details you want?
Okay. So maybe I will share Sir's hospital's address as well. It is in Pune, in case you need more guidance on it. And one more question is there, sir. Lower back pain on right side is because of long time seating habit, and what is the solution for that? Lakshmi Kanji is asking.
See, the basic thing for a low backache, let it be on the right side or the left side, is 1, your posture needs to be corrected. 2, as we had a discussion earlier with Rama ma'am, you should start using a lumbar support. If your chair is not shaped in a lumbar support, start using one. And the third important thing, which I also missed today, is if you are in a prolonged sitting position, it is preferable that after at least 1.5 to 2 hours, you get up, take a loo break, a bio break, or a water break, move from your place. So constant sitting is also going to cause a strain, so your position has to change a little bit. So please start moving around. So in 2 hours reminder, not only for your posture, but drink a glass of water and come back.
Yeah, very, very important. That's why even in the school also, sir, we keep giving the bio break as well as, the water break to the children, so that they don't sit in one place for a longer time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very, very important.
Adults can even
Very
take a break in between.
Everybody require them. It is good for the body.
Yeah. I wish we all could have been here in person, so I would have offered a cup of tea for everyone. But anyways, we are on Zoom. So Riddhi ji is asking, how can we help elderly patients who are not very cooperative in correcting a posture?
Show them this
Madam,
one.
if elderly people are not very cooperative and their posture is not comfortable, we can get tailor-made things done for them to see that the posture, one, does not deteriorate much, and two, whatever is fixed or maintained now remains that way. So you can, in Pune also, there are some orthotics people. These are kind of physiotherapy people, extensions or footwears. They will get it customized for the person who not cooperative but can be in a comfortable position.
So anything more on it? Maybe you can share in the group as well, and I'll seek help from sir. No.
If you will get in touch with me, I will coordinate something for you.
So can I share your number also, sir, with your kind permission?
No, ma'am, that's fine with me.
Okay, they can come and meet you. Okay. So Noella, DIAS, so people have joined from across the globe. And do you give online consultation also, sir? Just in case someone from US.
Actually, not very comfortable with online consultation because we require to touch the patient. That's the basic thing.
Okay.
I'm not very comfortable with.
No worries. So Noella DIAS is asking, what about knee replacement and guidance on this issue?
Madam, if the knee has deteriorated a lot and day-to-day chores are also very difficult, knee replacement is a very good option. The results are much better. You are able to have a good quality of life after knee replacement. And the lifespan of the knee replacement is good nowadays. The affordability has also come down in India. Definitely, it is more affordable in India nowadays. So, if rightly indicated, I would say knee replacement is a good choice needed.
They can go for it. Prajakta ji is asking again, I have a question about loss of lordosis and neck herniation in C5 and C6 disc, which is impinging cervical cord. Other than surgery or physiotherapy, are there any other treatment?
Madam, couple of things is, Prajakta ma'am, we have to understand from how many days are you having this problem. One, if it is a chronic issue, surgery can be the only option. If you have tingling numbness in your hand, you should undergo a surgery, not wait for long. But if it's a shorter duration thing and you are also of a younger age group, then physiotherapy can help you. So it all depends. It's very difficult to answer in one line like this. It all depends on the age of the patient, how many years the complaints are, is there any tingling numbness or weakness in the hand, and what physiotherapy has been done. So decide on that. Anything more needed, please get in touch with Survi ma'am. She will guide you accordingly.
Sure, sure. I will do that. Next is Nidhi ji is asking, for C6, C7 disc bulge, the side sleeping posture is not very comfortable. Please guide.
See, for C6, C7, if you have a disc bulge, it is known, then you get a cervical pillow for that specifically. Instead of using a regular standardized pillow, you can go for a cervical pillow. And I'm sure, like the lumbar belt, it is available in medical stores easily and you can use it. There are 2-3 sizes. Depending on your height, you can use it. They come in small, medium and large. You can start using a cervical pillow.
Thank you, sir. Noella DIAS ji is asking, do we need to take calcium tablets regularly? And many people are asking nowadays. They ask me also, B12, D3, calcium, all these tablets have to be taken regularly or what?
See, ma'am, nowadays as an orthopedic surgeon, I tell my patients to take vitamin D3. Let's group them into 2 groups. Is ladies basically premenopausal and postmenopausal. For postmenopausal, it is simple that you need to take calcium, vitamin D3 regularly to prevent osteoporosis and fractures and other complications in future life. But coming to premenopausal or even in young adults, let them be males or females, I advise all my patients is start taking B12 and D3 at least 3 months in a year. Your birthday, pick up 3 months of B12 and D3 and finish it every year, so you don't have land up with joint pains, with bone pains the next of the 9 months, and repeat it every year. You don't require medical prescriptions for them, they are over the counter available. And with 3 months, you don't land up with toxicity of the muscles, of the vitamins. So you can go ahead and take it. I definitely advise it for all my patients every year for 3 months at least.
Thank you, sir. Vanshi ji is asking, sitting with folded knee leading to OA.
Osteoarthritis. Ma'am, the reason folded knee does not cause OA. Okay? Osteoarthritis, OA is osteoarthritis. Osteoarthritis is a degenerative change which happens with age. But the problem is when you have osteoarthritis and you are sitting in the folded knee position, when you are getting up from the sitting position, 6 times your body weight comes on each knee. That is the reason, and your pain gets aggravated because of that. And you will see patients of osteoarthritis knee complaining that if I sit down to get up, I need to take somebody's support. It is very painful, or I have to put my hand on the floor, then get up. So that is the time we advise the athlete, because they have to put too much of pressure on the knee. And after knee replacements, we don't have a high flex knee well still. So we don't advise patients to sit in a cross-leg position. So sitting cross fashion.
Thank you, sir. Nidhi ji is asking, should vitamin D tablets be given to kids as well?
Ma'am, usually vitamin D3 is sufficient for children in case they are playing at least half an hour in good sunlight. So it is not needed to give them vitamin D3 till they don't have joint pains and it is not established on a blood report that they have vitamin D3 deficiency. I would not say to start it without getting investigated. As a preventive measure, not needed for children.
Nutan ji is asking, this is last question I guess, is stiffness in calf part below knee, unable to bend leg due to pain, relaxes after taking tablets and trouble repeats.
Just a minute, I'll read the question, I didn't understand it properly. Guide for muscle stiffness below the knee. Okay, the stiffness below the knee calf basically is, do you get cramps is one of my questions. Second thing, if you do get cramps is basically because of vitamin E or magnesium deficiency. You need to consult your general practitioner to take some supplements for that. And water intake is a huge thing, very important thing if you are getting stiffness there. Check your water intake. We say the water intake per day should be at least 2.5 to 3 liters every day. If your liquid intake is not that much, please increase your liquid intake, your muscle stiffness will disappear. If it is since joining the gym, you have to increase your water intake.
I think it addresses all the questions, and now we have last 5 minutes to go for heartfulness relaxation. But I have invited one more guest who is Amit ji. Amit ji, I request you to put your video and audio on, because this program by Heartfulness, which is called Brighter Minds Cognitive Training for Adults, Amit ji has joined this, and I was very happy when I saw his picture running in his age, so he is a runner. That's why I requested him to please join and talk to us, talk to our people, so that you can share practical experience that you had with Brighter Minds, with Heartfulness.
Okay. So in terms of heartfulness, I would say it has become a way of life for me. I have been a heartfulness practitioner since 2016, and if I talk about benefit, you would say it's like a buffet. You go there to have roti or some single or two type of menu, but then you get a variety of dishes to consume, and the benefit of meditation is immense, transforms you completely. So, and heartfulness is more about having experience, and it is completely free of cost for all of us. You can join and connect yourself within, and then see the benefits. So that's there. In terms of Brighter Minds, I would say I had joined Brighter Minds Restart program that was started in 2021, and I had joined because I had an issue with sleeping, and it's a very unique program. It focuses towards improving cognitive abilities and neuroplasticity, which are very important both for our children and adults. And these terms, neuroplasticity, cognitive abilities, are not, even these days, these are not taught very much. And program like this actually really helps you get too many benefits for children to become smarter. I have a kid, she's 9 now. She also did the Brighter Minds program, and she transformed her completely in terms of how much she grasps in her studies, how much she expresses, and she's actually a really beautiful artist. And that also, help her improving her skills. And for adults to reverse the process or effect of aging is something you cannot stop. But then cognitive abilities and neuroplasticity is something actually deteriorates over the period of time. And with our lifestyle these days, that affects aging process in a big way. The kind of stress we have, the kind of food intake that we have, and along with no exercise or low exercise, very less exercise that we do. And during the program, I learned various exercises, techniques, and activities that helped me in a big way, working towards improving my quality of life. I would say I had an issue with sleeping, and it really helped me a lot. There is a special binaural music, which is part of this program that helps your mind to go into a similar state what we achieved in the meditation, alpha theta. Once somebody joins the program, and all these benefits are there. And also, as the program is about posture, spine, backbone, it's one of the areas of focus in Brighter Minds program that determines how our parasympathetic nervous activity. If we straight with the chest outwards, the way Dr. Sahab actually told us, our parasympathetic nervous activity improves as well. So with our modern day lifestyle, which comes with stress, anxiety, and which later manifests in various diseases, I would say such programs are very, very important for us. So I would request everybody to actually learn.
Thank you, Amitji. So you would be thinking, why out of the box this discussion? Because these relaxation techniques, these meditation techniques, this cognitive wellness program helps you and supports you in improving your willpower, helping you in different ways to achieve your overall wellness practically. So because we are requesting Dr. Kulkarni to conduct heartfulness relaxation as well, and when your mind is relaxed, when you are very relaxed, peaceful, joyful, then we all know that we feel always healthy. So our cognitive wellness, mental wellness, even physical wellness, you will find that you will feel better. There is one more question that I'm seeing Dr. Kulkarni has already answered. So Dr. Kulkarni, do you think that we should go for heartfulness relaxation so that we give practical experience? You are muted.
Yes, ma'am. We should be going for that.
Yeah.
And a lovely encouragement by Amit sir.
Yeah, it was really very nice to hear that he and his child did it together. So that's something is
Lovely.
really very important.
Fantastic.
So before he went for Brighter Minds program, he approached us and he shared that I am not able to sleep. For longer duration, he was not getting good sleep. He was not even sometimes not able to sleep at all at nights. So what should I do? We said this is a practical program in which you just apply these techniques, methods that we will be telling you, and then it will automatically help you. So the beauty of heartfulness and brighter minds, I would like to share with you that these are experiential and practical techniques. It's not like we are going to give you some lecture. No, these are practical techniques, very handy, experiential, and easy to implement in life. So this relaxation, the technique that Dr. Manish Kulkarni is going to give us is some 5 to 7 minutes technique, and if you feel like meditating afterwards for a few minutes, you can do that. You can experience yourself. It's take it as a science experiment. You are the experimenter. You are experimenting on yourself, and result of experiment will also be you only. All the details of free app and everything I will share with you. Don't worry about it. But just experience this right now. So let's start it, sir.
Yes, and Surabhi ma'am, I will just go ahead and request you one more thing. When you're sharing a lot of things with them, please share the heartfulness relaxation videos also, and
Sure.
audio also. In case somebody likes it, they can just listen to it anytime when they want. An audio clip also, you can just put it, share it.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Please join your WhatsApp group and send your questions there as well whenever you get something. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.